They're playing their Selena as a mage, possibly a double role meta in the mid lane, but again, they're going to lack a lot of that wave clear.
Oof. It's gonna be a bit tough, man, especially because there is a Kadita as well as a Lilia. That is double the wave clear on the side of Aura, and as you said, almost no wave clear for the side of Bigetron. So the wave pressure will be favoring Aura, and without wave pressure, the Abyssal Arrow from the Selena won't be as effective. And look at the cheers from the crowd, dude.
They're going wild, man, and you guys are probably going wild as well. This game is a best of one. We're back at it again. 4 games have been played, 2-2. These teams are equally matched, but only one can move on to the next stage of the playoffs towards the upper brackets and face off against Onyx and RRQ. Ladies and gentlemen, the final game in the series. Let's dive into the Land of Dawn. Aura or Bigetron Alpha?
Man, really weird composition coming in from Bigetron. I'm excited to see how this is going to work, but Godiva once again already so aggressive in this early game, and this is something that we predicted from the get-go, right? The wave clear is lackluster from the side of Rainbow, understanding that she is the Selena in that mid side. So technically, Aura has better roam in the early game. They are able to go around the map a little faster, but we'll see what happens here. Let's see. It comes back down to execution once again.
Fluffy is on that Grok as well, so a lot of potential for plays to be happening. And for Aura Fire, if they can actually take advantage of their superior crowd control and pick up potential, right? There's plenty of juicy targets on the side of Bigetron Alpha. If they can get rolling in the early game, it's going to be very difficult to stop them.
It's also looking really, really bad for the side of Aura Fire. Again, that was another Retribution miss. This time around, he Retribution early, so it wasn't just because Max can chain his damage. And currently, look at the stats, look at the emblems. Pi did not go for Demon Slayer, so Max will have a significant lead every single time they contest for a neutral objective.
Basically, they need to look for something else on the board. I don't think at this stage Aura Fire has the means to be able to, you know, deny away the neutral objectives from the side of Bigetron Alpha. I don't know what's going on with Hai. I didn't really realize this was an issue until just now. But we'll see, right? As it seems like Aura Fire, they do have the upper hand in terms of wave clear, and therefore will be able to roam around the map, putting a bit more pressure on towards this top side.
Well, Max is waiting in the bush. Godiva still able to get away with the oddity here in the early stage of the game. 10 seconds left until we have our first turtle. And Bigetron Alpha will definitely have the early advantage with Rainbow on the Selena, but mid lane pressure is the name of the game. Bigetron Alpha will not be able to clear as fast as Lilia. Mid lane has been shoved in. Rainbow will have to go back into that mid lane. Uranus is trying to cut the lanes in the top side with their... It's gonna Consecration will be popped there, and it actually buys so much time for the team. Key jumps over the Tyrant's Revenge, and that's gonna be comboed instantly by Rainbow, going for the Abyssal Arrow onto High, but both teams disengaging once again. Tortoise's Poisons will be popped. Torizo has to back away. Abyssal Arrow whiffing as Max is on to the Turtle. Aura Fire will look to contest. Godiva doesn't have the rough waves. There you go. With this, they have a power spike, but Key jumps in, and he's gonna be able to chain CC. Godiva! Max gets the Retribution! First blood and the Turtle secured by BTR.
I don't know what's going on with Aura Fire. It's like they wanted to commit to pressuring Bigetron Alpha out of that turtle, but at the same time, Hai was actually on his blue buff, so they lost a hero which they didn't have to if they didn't want to really commit onto that. So Bigetron Alpha now, with these mistakes that are happening from the side of Aura Fire, they are leading with a almost 1,000 gold lead. It is falling, as now we can take a little bit look into the emblems.
Right, I mean, so Rizzo has a lot more HP and movement speed, so he'll be able to actually be a lot more dominant as far as sustainability goes. So in the early game, it makes sense that Rainbow and Sorizo, right, and Key, there's a lot more crowd control and a lot more pressure on the side of Bigetron Alpha. But going to the late game, there is only one late game hero in that Beatrix, whereas for Aura Fire, there is the Lilia, and they can send 2 members to try and deal with that Beatrix. So I do think in the late game, Aura has a bit more potential to try and make things work, and there we go, finally, a win in the Retribution department.
He didn't even use Retribution. Max was the one who used it. Key goes over to Tyrant's Revenge, instant Phantom Execution to lock Godiva in place, but the rough waves will be popped with the oddity as well to get out of that situation. BTR, only an 800 gold lead for them. And Max doesn't have the purple buff. Look at his items here. He's going for the Hunter Strike first item.
Yep, Hunter Strike first item just to actually get more reliable hits on that combo. Facehugger though rushes the Enchanted Talisman so he can have a lot more spammability, a lot more cooldown reduction and mana to actually have an impact in these early fights. Lilia is a very strong early game hero, and if he can use that to his full potential, there is a way for them to try and maybe get some advantage if Godiva can actually play around it as well.
Oh.
There you go. This time around, revenge from Max.
Just
It
like that.
didn't succeed though?
I think it did, because Hai got the
it?
purple buff earlier,
Yeah.
right? So that will be Max securing the purple buff, and he will have a Hunter Strike as well right now. So Lilia as well as Karida will be juicy targets for that burst damage.
15 seconds on the clock for Hai's next retribution, as they are already in this turtle pit. They are in that first place. They are setting up first compared to Bigetron Alpha, but I don't think they're letting this go.
Oh my god, look at that. It's going to be high chain CC. They will be able to pick up the turtle right now. His key's going to be targeted here with the Ventrify as well. Flickers out of there, but the Furious Dive will be able to connect right now as Max goes in for the damage. Will not be enough. Matt
Ooh.
tries to chunk High with a flank, but it is going to be Aura Fire equalizing in terms of kills and objectives.
But this time around, it was actually Facehugger picking up that turtle, not Hai. So I don't know if that's going to be an impact. What do you think, Arashi?
Well, if they get the objective, it is what it is, right? Aura will be happy to take any neutral objective they can right now. They want to try and get going in the early game because they do have a lot of strong heroes, right? They want to abuse the Baxia, they want to abuse the Grok pick as well. And, you know, if they can't win in the control game, it's going to be quite difficult. Later on, Fluffy can actually deny a lot of these crowd control, especially from Renbo, by using that passive. But Renbo,
Oh, that's the problem when you go on the Selena. The kill pressure is only there against the squishy members. Aura Fire will be able to zone these members away. Bigetron Alpha, they're starting to lose a lot of pressure on the map.
They are losing, especially in that bottom side. Another turret has been claimed for the side of Aura Fire. The first, turret has been controlled by the side of Aura Fire. And it is going to be an objective ahead of the side of Bigetron Alpha. And now Aura Fire is leading with a little bit of gold. But as a whole, it seems like Bigetron Alpha, they still have the upper hand. I do think they are relying heavily on the potential CC coming in from Key, as well as the pickup potential from the Selena that we haven't really seen just yet.
keep in mind though, all these heroes are going in with flame shots and flickers. There is no Purify, and there are 2 Petrify combos coming in from Aura Fire. At any moment, if they really need a fight to be won by them, Kabuki as well as Godiva can use that Petrify to great effect and turn the fight in the favor of Aura Fire. So right now, they have all the cards to play around with, and Hai goes in.
Oh my god, the Shield Unity very aggressively on to Bigetron Alpha right now. The wall will come through as well. Facehugger will be able to zone him away, as that's going to be Godiva jumping to the flanks. Abyssal Arrow
Ooh.
nearly connects. Max was right there as well to pull the trigger. If it did connect, it would have been Godiva 100% taken down. But Bigetron Alpha will look towards the third turtle of this game, the 7th minute.
Oh, hang on. Hai is going to the bottom side.
Yeah, Hai. Seems like they don't want to contest for this turtle. Hai goes onto the bottom side. No retribution available, but Bigetron Alpha, they're still very, very wary. They don't want to do this turtle just yet, even with the jungler shown in the bottom side. Bigetron Alpha are playing it really passively. What's going on currently?
Oh, the snipe though. Godiva needs to be very careful. He can get easily picked off the same way he can pick off members from Bigetron Alpha. If the fight goes into those teamfight situations, there's the flame shot by Rainbow! My lord!
Rainbow!
What? Godiva. Oh my god, that was a beautiful setup coming in from Bigetron Alpha, taking away Godiva, that pickup potential from Godiva before the turtle. But now it seems like Fluffy going in.
Fluffy goes for the wild charge on the 2 members right now. Matt's going to be able to kite away. Kabuki dives into the backside as Matt's going to get taken down with the killing spree by the Tortoise's poisons from Hai. Right at the bottom side, so Rizzo is trying to clear out the ways as well. Aura have gone the better trade. 2 for 1. Only Godiva taken down. Key looking for a compensation right now as he jumps onto Facehugger. Cancels Hai's movement, and that's going to be Godiva going to the rock waves onto Max. That's not going to be him surviving. The wall comes down to put Max down with the help of Godiva, and it won't be traded. Aura picks up the better trade.
Yeah, Aura Fire now leading with a 1,000 gold lead, but unfortunately they had to lose a turret there in that bottom side. But now Hai with the initiative is going to start that Lord, but it might just be a bait here.
Yeah, Fluffy's still able to get out with a wild charge once again. Hai trying to dish out the damage as Sorizo gets chunked low. Remember, Hai has his passive. Sorizo gets bursted down by Kabuki. Renbo forced to back up. Key, I don't think he can get out of this one. That's going to be the knockup, but the flicker will ensure his safety. Abyssal Arrow popped once again, but it does not connect onto anyone. Aura have turned the tides. 8 minutes in, and BTR, they're losing.
They are losing, and the lockdown potential from Bigetron Alpha though is just insane, man. He and Rengo, if they want to CC the right, the same person, that person is not moving for a good 20 seconds, I think. So now they are looking for yet another chance to actually make a pickoff happen, but High will be getting in the way of that.
Uh-oh, Nibiru's passion was popped. A huge resource burnt away. Kabuki is going to be able to zone away the members of the Bigetron Alpha team, but Max goes in for the Retribution steal. He doesn't get it. High finally shows that his Retribution is better. He gets the Lord at the right time. 9 minutes in, BTR needs to look for a trade-off. The snipe does not connect, so does the Abyssal Arrow, whiffing there in this 9th minute. Bigetron Alpha starting to lose control of this game.
2,000 gold lead almost for the side of Aura Fire. They were unable to take that Lord from Aura Fire, and now Aura Fire, they're playing really clean. They withdraw it instantly, not wanting to overcommit into anything. They understand the stakes are super high, and they are going to be putting a lot of pressure here in this mid side.
Can they even defend this? That's the question. The Abyssal Arrow was thrown out, but again, it did not connect onto anyone. This is the high-risk, high-reward gameplay that Bigetron Alpha chose in the draft, and they will have to suffer the consequences here as Aura have built up a 1,600 gold lead.
Right, if Aura Fire fights in the jungle, the AoE combo is still a lot better for them.
But
But
jumps in with a wild charge, and instantly we see the collapse from Aura. They lose so much HP. No one was taken down, but a tier 2 will be set up for Aura with, again, back on Fluffy. This man, every single engage has been on the back of his engage. Literally, with his wild charge, with his knockout strike, so on point every single game.
Every single game, so much dominance. 2,000 gold lead now secured for Aura Fire. 3 turrets, if I'm not mistaken, for the side of Aura Fire as well. A huge moment for the side of Aura Fire. Fluffy is just able to make possibilities come out of thin air.
exactly, that is why he is such a good playmaker. And now for Bigetron, the fact that Rainbow and Matt, they're just unable to withstand any kind of close range fight, they are forced to back away whenever there's a huge engage coming in and maybe a flank potential coming in from High. They go again on Key, and as you can see, Bigetron is forced to retreat because unlike the members on Aura Fire, who has black shoes or rough way to work with,
Abyssal Arrow going to be able to set up Key for the Toronto Revenge and range. Godiva goes into the back lines, but wait a minute, what's going on? Bigetron Alpha, both of them froze. The system can't handle the plays, and Bigetron will be able to survive a pick-off onto Fluffy.
A pick-off onto Fluffy, really securing Bigetron Alpha to, fight for another day this time around. It is 12 minutes on the clock. And I think Bigetron Alpha, they really need to be able to utilize this pick-off potential that they have. Try and isolate one member, use the resources onto them, and, fight it with a man advantage. As we're also going to take a look at the player's gold here by Livin by Mandiri. It is still Kabuki on top on that Yuzong. We can see the impact, the damage that he can have, as well as the dominance every time he goes in with that Black Dragon form.
Alright, so for Aura Fire, all they have to do is make sure that Godiva as well as Facehugger doesn't get picked off. And for everyone else, if they get the pick off onto Fluffy or Kabuki or High, that will be already so much damage, so much utility and resources burnt to try and take out what is essentially not a core member. And if they can send Kabuki and Godiva all the way towards the back line, effectively, Matt will not be part of any kind of team fight. So if Rainbow doesn't land an Abyssal Arrow, Bigetron Alpha is on the back foot.
Oh, this is going to be really tough for both of these teams. So much pressure as Key goes in for the Tyrant's Revenge, unable to connect onto anyone. So Rizzo trying to zone away the members right now. Pops the Consecration as well. High will be able to dive deep with the Shield Unity. Opens up the map very, very well with the Petrify connecting on the Key. That's going to be all of the burst put onto him, and that's him taken down. Buffy on the back of it all, trying to get the stun. He gets it onto Matt. He gets taken out. Max gets caught in the Furious Dive, and now he might just be next. Aura Fire, they found 2 pickoffs out of nowhere, and BTR, they're starting to lose control once again. 13 minutes in, and Aura Fire will be able to collect a free Lord right here, but they're taking it really slow. This might be the chance for Max to get the Redemption Retribution. If he gets this, they survive. If they don't, it's going to be GG. Well played. Max dashes away, goes in for Phantom Execution, and goes back under it. He tries to go, he tries to survive, but Aura Fire play it cleanly. So Rizzo in the back lines trying to dish out the damage onto Hive, and Retribution will go. Yuzong takes it away. Kabuki saves it with High whiffing on the Retribution. Max again and again, he tries to save his team, but in the end he's going to get taken down. Chorizo and Key, they're trying to clean up the scraps. Aura Fire, 4 members strong. Will they be able to burst down the members from the side of Bigetron Alpha as Key goes for the Time's Revenge onto the backside? He gets taken down. Kabuki is unstoppable. 14 minutes in, and Aura have taken the 4,000 gold lead.
Buki once again dealing out all that damage, really buying so much time for their team and therefore able to get that Lord, and this was huge. If Bigetron Alpha was able to take that away, this would have been a different story, but now Aura Fire, 5-man strong, 4,000 gold lead here in the 14th minute as the real-time win probability shows the same, presented to you by the Samsung Galaxy A-Series, 66% compared to 34% for the side of Bigetron Alpha.
That is the issue, man. No Purifiers on Bigetron Alpha, 2 Petrifies on Aura Fire. We saw what it did in the previous fight, and right now, the same option, the same combos are available for Aura Fire. They are going to try and end the game right here, right now.
Well, Enhanced Lord, it is still the Enhanced Lord. I don't think they can end. They can simply take the turrets, but that's it. Base turret number 1 up top, taken down. They're looking for more here. Mid lane and bottom side will be the target. Aura Fire, they don't have a lot of siege, so they won't be able to take it down. So Rizzo as well, positioning himself really, really well, cutting the waves in the mid lane so that his team can survive. But the later this goes, Selena is going to fall off, and Aura Fire, with this Lilia, so much damage output.
I do think that the Selena has already fallen off. I don't like the Selena just because I feel like it's a gamble. That hero is such a gamble. The Kufra is also a gamble. So Bigetron Alpha, once again, is taking a lot of risk with the composition that they brought. And so far, it hasn't been to success.
I think it's just the difference in reliability, right? For Aura Fire, whenever they want to go for the engage, Godiva as well as Kabuki, they can chain that Petrify with a knockup, with a Furious Dive, and that is just a guaranteed play. For Bigetron Alpha, they have to make sure that the Abyssal Arrow lands, they have to make sure that Key has a straight path to try and follow up on that, so it's just not the same kind of reliability, and Aura is taking full advantage of that. And honestly, Bigetron Alpha just needs to pick their fights, and they need to make sure that Rainbow catches up, man. He is level 12 right now, not essentially ideal, because Facehugger on the other side, Ice Queen's one, Genius one, and Divine Glaive. He is doing a lot of damage. He is the main damage dealer for Aura Fire right now, and he has the Black Shoes to try and, survive any kind of burst damage. So a lot more flexible plays coming in from Aura Fire. Bigetron Alpha need to make something happen.
14 seconds left on the clock here for that next Lord, and to be honest, Bigetron Alpha, they just need one moment like in that previous game to be able to win this out, but it seems like Chorizo is a little stuck.
Let's see if he can buy a lot of time here. It is going to be a free Lord for the side of Bigetron Alpha, and this time it's an Enhanced Lord. Chorizo buys so much time, and Aura, they're going to disengage. They're going to look for the Lord this time around. Renbo's in the bottom side. Godiva! He goes and makes the clutch plays. He picks up Matt, and just like that, Aura, they've taken control of the Lord. Godita is in the building. 17 minutes in, a play that might have just solidified their victory here. Oh my goodness, what a play.
7,000 gold lead for the side of Aura Fire. An Enhanced Lord on the way. The plays coming in from Aura Fire is insane. You can't rely just on one member because honestly, each member, they have the potential to make those crazy plays, the turnaround plays that we are seeing on screen right now. The Lord is on the way there in the top side. You can see Aura Fire already setting up for their siege.
Oof. Oh my god, let's see if they're going to be able to defend this one here. Matt has respawned. Abyssal Arrow needs to connect onto the Prio members. If not, it's going to be really tough. Matt has Bennett. That's a lot of high ground pressure. Key is trying to buy some time there. He goes in for the Time's Revenge, able to bait the Lord into the mid wave right now as Matt goes in for the Viewer's Passion on the map. But look at Godiva with the engages. He scrambles the team, and Kabuki dives in. No minions for the side of Aura Fires. They're forced to back away. A 1-for-0 right now as they will not be able to end currently. Bigetron Alpha still surviving somehow, some way. They've defended for another time, and look, Aura cannot push. Bigetron Alpha will be able to stand tall in their base. Key goes in for the Time's Revenge and Rage onto Fluffy, again, just to buy a little bit more time.
Yeah, in the meanwhile, Godiva actually gets taken down by Rembo, so already some compensation on the board for the side of Bigetron Alpha, but oh my god, Bigetron Alpha, they really are putting up a fight here.
Yep, the high ground defense is still going to be very much in favor of Bigetron Alpha. The damage from Beatrix this late in the game is still very much enough to clear waves out. And, we'll take a look at the replay by the Samsung Galaxy A-Series and look at the aggressive play from Aura. They go in, they want to end it, but the minions get cleared out despite the best efforts. We saw that Fluffy even went all the way from the top side through the base and into the bottom side as well to just try and push the members of Bigetron Alpha away from the wave. But Bigetron Alpha is still defending strong. It is 19 minutes though, so I think the best bet for Aura Fire right now is to use the next Lord and use it to bait a fight when Bigetron Alpha is out in the open and they can once again use Kabuki and Godiva to go for those backline dives.
Man, Godiva's items, they're so aggressive.
Divine Glaive, Genius Wand, not a single defensive item. I mean, aside from the boots, obviously. But on the other side, we see the jungler with the tank emblem high. Look at his items, Arashi. Full tank, full defensive items. Finally, we're going to see an immortality being built from Max. He still has chosen to go for the Blade of Heptases here. Instead of the Endless Battle, BOD, I think it would be better to get an Endless Battle against a very, tanky composition here.
Right, I mean, considering that, it depends on what he wants to do, right? If he wants to do damage to the tankier members, yes, that will be the option. But if he wants to make sure that, let's say, Facehugger does not get to actually output his damage because he's constantly under threat of getting one-shot, it's still a valid strategy. So it just comes down to your preference. And right now, once again, all the cards are, stacked on this Lord.
Man, I gotta say, this Uranus pick was a bit genius.
It is.
From the side of Bigetron Alpha. I think Aura Fire would have been able to end this a little faster if not for the Uranus. Like, look at that. He's just putting so much pressure on that bottom side, making Aura Fire kind of have to rethink every time they want to go for an objective.
That is the case for sure. But remember, Aura Fire, if they want to go for the fight, they can go for the fight.
Rainbow caught in place right now. That's going to be everything used to take him down. Mega kill picked up from high
Kabuki
right now as Kabuki goes hunting. Bottom side turret will fall as Bigetron Alpha have lost a member, but there we go. Key goes in for a very cheeky play. Phantom execution to the backside, but it's going to be the wild charge connecting onto two members. High goes in for the re-engage with the shield unity. Matt is still able to kite away right now with a lot of damage placed onto him. The Beerus back's going to be popped, but Godiva goes in. He gets cancelled out by Key. Both of the roamers going ham, but Bigetron Alpha withstand another engage, and they're still here to play. No one can kill Sorizo, and he is using this Uranus really well.
That's the problem, right? Because with the Uranus, you need like really good amount of burst or really reliable DPS, and neither of that is in the hands of Aura Fire. And look at the impact that he's able to do across the map. He's able to push that mid side, that bottom side, but oh my god, Bigetron Alpha, they're actually going for this board.
They're forcing it. They know that Max has the better retribution here with the Demon Slayer emblem. Fluffy will be able to cancel it out. High goes in for re-engage onto the backside, but Matt has immortality.
Oh!
Charge combo. Kabuki as well right now, but Matt is caught in the midst of it all. He's going to get taken down. His key goes in for the Times Revenge and Rage. No damage here. Let's see if they're going to be able to do it right here, right now. Max going to get chunked low. Immortality going to be popped right now as Aura Fire goes in. Winner's Truncheon will buy a little bit more time as Max goes in for the puncture, but Unstoppable will be picked up by High. Key will not be able to withstand the damage as he gets taken down next. Aura Fire, they found 3-4-0. BTR, no more high ground left. Will they be able to defend Matt? 30 seconds under their timers. High, Facehugger, Kabuki, and Fluffy. They're looking for the end right here, right now. Sorizo dives in, buys so much time on the backside. Godiva goes for the oddity. Suppression going to be bought by the side of Sorizo. Winner Truncheon buying some time, but Bigetron Alpha will be knocked out in the first day of the playoffs. Aura Fire will move on to the next stage.
Aura Fire! Oh my god, guys, this is a huge moment for Aura Fire. Last season, they were knocked out in the first day, but this time around, it is a new era. The era of Aura Fire. They are able to actually make someone go home this time around. My heart goes out to all the Bigot Troopers out there.
It was a respectable attempt, man, all the way till the end. It was so close, but Aura got it done. What an achievement, man. They worked so hard for this. They went the full 3-2 series, man, but they got it done. Wow, dude.
Wow, that's what
the journey, man.
The journey. And obviously, Bigetron Alpha with that risky Selena pick, in the end, it did not pay off.